Hello everybody and welcome back to DayZ. Now, we are here. It's been a long time since I've done any DayZ recording, and the simplistic reason for why is I was fairly new at the time. I hadn't been playing for a while. Ah, good, they color-coded stuff now. Cool. And I hadn't really found a server that I wanted to call my own. Now, I've been playing on one now that's running the Daisies Epoch version of the DayZ mod, and I have to say, it is enjoyable. Now, if you don't know what Daisies Epoch is, let's see, I'll show you here. It is, let's just checkmark that. It is a mod that extends on the theory of survival in the wasteland and after the apocalypse, or post-apocalyptic zombie, I guess it was. And by that, I mean that there are forms of currency. Now, why am I hearing a gun? Alright, hold on a minute. There's somebody around, and I don't particularly want to die. To expand on this, you will obtain currency in the form of copper, silver, and gold, or bronze, silver, and gold. I forget what the base currency is. For selling items, vehicles, guns, blood packs, what have you, to NPCs, traders, which are marked via these. Each one of these traders means or does not mean a different thing, and depending on the item you sell, you make currency in the form of golds and silvers and shit, and you use that to purchase items and whatnot. Everything you sell sells for half price of what you can buy. For example, the FN FAL costs 6 gold to purchase. You would sell it for 3. And that extends to every item. 2 gold for I think it's 4 silver for a blood pack. It sells for 2, or it costs 2 to buy. It sells for 1. I'm hearing a gun, and I don't know where it's coming from. Now, there is actually a trader in Starry Sobor over there. The problem is I am hearing hella gunfire, and I don't think I have the desire to risk losing everything I have worked towards, so I am going to hopefully be able to get all the way away from here. Now, let me just get in this bush real quick. I don't have a ghillie. I do have an FN FAL, so if I get the drop on somebody or see them, I can knock them unconscious with 1 shot. Oh shit. That is the sound of a vehicle. Now I have headphones in, so it's hard for me to know exactly where these sounds are in fact coming from. Anywho, let me just crawl in these bushes over here and open up the map to give you some. I need to get a ghillie suit, but you can't purchase a ghillie suit that I've noticed, so not yet. But I haven't checked these camps. Now the color code dictates what type of camp. As aircraft dealer, huh? Obviously the bandit camp is here. You've got hero camp and bandit camp, which are specific to be used depending on the level of humanity you have. Negative 5,000 bandit, above 5,000 hero. These other 3 are friendly is green, neutral is yellow, and I'm not sure what Trader City Bash is. I don't know what orange means. But we had already sold a bunch of stuff yesterday. As you can see, there's a bunch of different merchants, if you will, traders down here. What we need is the trader cities. Those are where you sell the goods to. You can buy stuff. I am in the mood to try to find myself a ghillie. Best way of doing that is to find a fairly large city. I want to get away from this whole area of, well, everything here. And, let's see what this, let's put a map marker right there, has. Is it really down that way? Alright. And try to, acquire myself a ghillie. I already got NVGs, as you can see right here, there you go. But the server's not nighttime right now, so they're pointless. You can buy those. I'm not sure if you can buy ghillies at other camps or not, but... Okay, let's try to stick between these trees. There's not going to be anything fancy here, as this is going to play exactly like anybody else would. But I don't. I get super nervous, but I think everybody gets that feels for Daisy, because you can get one shot by certain guns. Epoch runs on an older version of Daisy, as is notable by the right side of the screen there. As I'm recording this, current Daisy mod has a bunch of little tweaks and twerks to make it look more like the ArmA3 engine, which I believe is what they intend to use for standalone. So hitting 1, 2, and 3 on your keyboard, for example, swap between your primary, secondary, and third, tertiary, i.e. melee weapon accordingly. This doesn't have that, so we're also, if you notice, this is before the patch to normal Daisy mod, which applies the HOT to foods. The hot, when you eat it, it gives you like a 10-second buff that it fills blood. This is pre that, so just eating a steak, for example, gives you the maximum amount of blood that a steak would. This server I play on, as you can see in the chat right there, I wasn't gonna... Is that my spawn? Zombls spawn at... There's a dog. Looks like there's a quad right there. That might be my spawn. That might be my spawn. Oh god, if it's not... And that means I'm just gonna risk it. Whatever current patch notes were on the current version of Daisy mod aren't applicable to Epoch or Taviana, or many of those actually, because of that and that alone. Normally, the only thing I personally dislike is the whole not being able to swap to your melee weapon thing, because baseball bats and whatnot are very good for taking out zombies, obviously, so if you just run into a building, go up some stairs, you can batter their brains in and not give a shit. It's very comforting, so I don't have that, which kind of sucks, you know, but what can you do? Pretty sure that's my spawn. I don't see anything else, and I didn't see any movement otherwise, so... But it still doesn't mean I like running in the open like that, especially without a ghillie. Not that a ghillie would help you too terribly much in the open, as it were, but... It's better than nothing. Alright. Now, this is the first time having access to Nef and Foul. I was playing on I think it was a Daisy Origin server, giving it a shot, and I'm like, I like it. I'm partial to the M16, not because Merc made, but it's just an easy gun to use, or M6, or whatever, yeah, the M16. Alright, let me just listen for cars. My dude's breathing really loud. As you can see, I've got game sounds up fairly loud. It's almost necessary in a game like this to hear cars, footprints. Oh shit. As you can see, those dogs are there. You can actually tame those. Yeah, these must be my spawns, so try to sneak behind this quad and see if it's accessible or not. I'd be able to sell it, but what I really want to do is see if I can... Okay, I'll take that. There's nothing else. Well... It's got barely any fuel, but it'll work fine enough to take me to where I need to go over here. And for the record, I'm bad at driving in Daisies, so it's gonna go off. Ooh. We're gonna take a look at that, but I need to get rid of the zombie. Actually, no, we're not. It's too open. Really? Really? What the hell? Are you fucking serious? That's supposed to be a one-shot kill. How the hell did that not? Am I bleeding too? Yeah, well, luckily I have enough bandages, and I'm pretty sure I do have a morphine in here, although I only have one, so... that's something to take into consideration. I really want to take that morphine. God damn it. I really want to check out this car here and... damn it. Because I can tow it. The vehicle to a trader camp. Is this thing dead? No? Okay. And sell it for money, and we're gonna try that if I can, so... let's see here. Get off. I don't see any people. I hate being open like this, but... let's check the gear. Is there anything here? No? Let's, see if I can't get in as driver. What do we have? It's got more fuel than... get out. Now this server does have rules for safe zones. You're not supposed to fire in them. I don't know how they work. I don't know if the server will automatically boot you, but that still doesn't mean you should get complacent when you're in them or not. How far am I away from that? Only 600, huh? Alright, well, that's in better condition than this, I think. I can't tow that. Let's see. No? Alright, well, what we're gonna do is... get into the asset riding back. We're going to do this. The car is in decent enough condition that I'm gonna go try to sell it. Of course, its hull, as damaged as it is, means if it gets shot even a small amount, then I'm pretty much fucked, but if I crash into a tree. Driving in Daisy is a lot more complicated than I thought it was. Let's kick that engine up, get on that road. Come on, come on, come on. Actually, it was probably... I should have probably just went down the road now that I think about it. That zombie's gonna be able to hit me. As I'm driving. Yeah, I'm just gonna follow the road on this. I mean, worst case scenario, I do get killed in a safe zone and I'll just report that shit. I don't give a fuck. The way this works is the currency you want to try to buy... Whoa. You want to try to buy a safe so that you can store your stuff. I need to turn sound volume down, so forgive me, it's going to be very loud until I can do that, but I'm not going to do it in a town. It's too much of a risk. Too much of a risk. I don't think there's anybody around, but I do worry about zombies because they can hit you in a vehicle and break your shit, so. This specific server usually gets a bit of people playing. I've seen upwards of 15 or whatnot, but usually it's around a smaller amount. I don't particularly like to play on a server with like 50 or 50, mainly because it's not the whole, oh, you don't want to play with other people aspect. No, it's more that there's more trolling there. And one thing about Epoch is you buy a safe and you can store shit in. That safe is pretty much unusable by any other person unless a bandit kills you as you unlock it. The good thing about a safe, though, is it persists through a server restart and deaths. So you can buy it, store any of your shit, and you'll be good to go. Which is a nice aspect. It's what I'm working towards right now. Since YouTube's being a little butthurt at some of my most recent uploads, I've decided to record more Daisy, which is fine. I've been playing more Daisy. I just haven't been recording more Daisy. Okay, where is the side road? Is like over there, I think. So I want to get on that road and sell this vehicle. I'm not a shoot-on-sight person. If I see you have a Makarov and you're doing shit, I'll let you go about your business. The only time I'll shoot somebody on sight is if they're coming at me with a threatening posture or something like that and they've got a high-powered rifle. But to be fair, if they're coming at me with a high-powered rifle and not shooting me, more than likely they don't intend to. I want to be a shoot-on-sight, but it's not needed. I actually went up the wrong road. You can see where I'm turning in the vehicle right over there. Hopefully it doesn't run out of gas or break a wheel. It's like right in front of me. There's an NPC trader there. I'll show you how some of this works. Yeah, I missed the road. Something horrible. The only downside is this one is so close to that safe zone. I don't know if guns even work in here, but I've shot a zombie before and it wouldn't fucking die, and I was using a Dragunov to do so because it started attacking me. Now the zombie was able to kill me. Yeah, see, somebody was here. So what I'm gonna do to sell this vehicle is walk around the side here. I'm not gonna sit right out there because the only way in is there. I'm gonna crouch down. Okay, trader menu. What would that car be under? Compact cars? No, economy cars. Yes, it is. If you click this, you can see how much you're gonna get. How much you'd have to spend to buy it and how much you're going to get for it. So we're going to sell that. Then I'll show you exactly how the smelting works. I am having a lot of fun in Epoch. A lot more fun than I've had in Daisy for a while. Alright, notice I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things of gold. I think I actually have more than that. No, I'll have to smelt them down into a 10-ounce gold bar. So what I'm going to do for now is store those. Is there a vehicle I could buy? What I want is aircraft dealer. What I want is a helicopter. So we're going to make our way in that direction. How am I doing on medical supplies? I need to buy a morphine before I continue on. I have some bandages. Actually, before I click on him, I'm going to check these medical tins. might be some stuff in that. Worst case scenario, Zomble aggro, so I'll just run back in there and it'll depop, but... Hello? Clips. Are those clips I can use? DMR mag. Nah, I don't. I can't use that. Nope. There's zombies. Yes, yes, I get it. You're a cool guy. Actually, what are these? What is that weird thing? It's a blood bag. Okay. Gonna take some of those for now. This right here, gear. Yes, you can self-blood back on this server. Ah, there we go. Morphine. Let me take 2 blood bags. I'm actually going to self-blood bag real quick. It takes like 3 or 4 times the amount of time to do a self-blood bag, but at least you can self-blood bag. I could technically pick all this shit up and sell them, and hell, I might do that. I think I will do that right now. Assuming that Zomble doesn't decide it wants to come in here and give me a big fat zombie hug, but we'll see, because I do want to get myself a helicopter. They're beneficial, they're really good. In every scenario, they're really good. Alright, blood bag sell for... that. I'm gonna use a morphine. How much room do I have? Okay, is that a helicopter right here? Put some blood bag in there. I think I'll put some, I'm gonna put some painkiller just in case I need it. And I've got good on bandages, I think. 4, and I've got my morphine there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Is that? Oh. All right, we're good. We're good. I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna head out of here. Make my way over in the direction of. Got 7 clicks. Of that. City over there. We'll end up calling the episode before I even get there. Hopefully I'll run into a nice quad or something on the way. I mean, I could double back over there and get the one I had, but it was low on fuel, if I recall anyways, so there's almost no point in doing so. I'm gonna just listen for helicopters. Helicopters are about the only thing that, until I get a ghillie, that I worry about. Almost, I mean, due to how simplistic it is to buy a vehicle on this server, there's almost no point in me running. Like, I have way more than enough gold to have bought one of the most expensive vehicles there had I decided to do so, but I'm going to save that till I get to the aircraft dealer. I actually, what I want to do, because I know I'm going to put my safe, and I'm not going to mention it until I get my safe, but, yeah, I'm going to end up buying a boat to use. The way it works is you can lock your vehicle, if I recall, and much like in ArmA3, but it can still be scrapped and shit. So I mean, if you buy a helicopter and you lock it and put it in a forest somewhere, there's a high probability it'll be there, although I don't think the vehicles persist through a server reset, but that ultimately doesn't matter. But what will happen is somebody will just break that shit down and take parts. So, but a safe is, for all that I'm aware of, and feel free to correct me on this, but as it stands right now, is that a helicopter right here? No. As it stands right now, I think a safe has one way of being opened, and that is by entering the 4-digit PIN that you acquire when you get it. Which means bandits, like, it can't be destroyed. That's known. I don't think it can be pick-locked. What can happen, though, is if you're going into your safe and the owner of it opens it, a bandit can just shoot you in the head or whatever, and then access your safe. I'm gonna make my way. I'm gonna make my way into that forest area, and then take your shit. I don't think anybody can move the safe except the safe owner anyways, but that also doesn't matter, because in order to open a fucking safe, or move it more specifically, you require it to be empty. So if you've already stored 20 weapons, your mother and your grandmother in it, then there's nothing that can be done about it. And that's fine. That's why you want to find a good place you can put them. The server rules for this server specifically, and I'm sure they're the same for other servers maybe, is don't put it in a safe zone, and that's pretty much it. You can put it anywhere you want, just not in a safe zone. Putting it in a safe zone is kind of anyways, because it means you'd be running around there and people would expect you to be there. Putting it just on the outskirts of a safe zone is also fairly redundant, because you know, if you're doing that and they see you, then they can just wait and not really break the server rules, if you will, by killing you in a safe zone. So that being said, I'm fairly certain that you want to put it. But like I said, you can put it anywhere. So I mean, on any of those military, hell, you can put it in Northeast Airfield if you want, Northwest Airfield. Yeah, Northwest. I know somewhere in these mountains, I actually think it's here. I think it's around there. There's a really tall radio tower, a really, really tall radio tower with a few military zombies in it, and you can put it up there if you want. So it's very much a situation of put it somewhere where you think is safe, but put it somewhere where if you don't have a map, would you remember where it is? You don't start with a map on this server. I actually found mine. Actually, before I run out there, I'm going to call this episode here real quick. I'm going to call this episode here and pick right back up. So you know the drill, guys. I will see you in the next episode. We're going to continue on playing DayZ. Ciao.